with that. So what's his name?
Buddy.
He's so pretty. Buddy. He reminds me of a piggie that came into rescue through Chantel. When Chantel will know exactly, if she's watching this later, she'll know exactly who he is. But this is a roan Abyssinian Guinea Pig.
Oh, isn't it?
That's what he's called.
Fits in with the Armenian clan.
So the Abyssinian,
With another roan.
yeah, he's very jumpy.
Oh, no breeding.
It's very
There'll be
jumpy.
Never breeding.
So these little guys, this one here, he's an Abyssinian, which is what these florets mean.
I love it.
And the pattern of them, this is what, breeders will try and get a set pattern arrangements with Abyssinians, which consist of like having these rosettes in exact locations around the areas on the guinea pig. If one of them happens to have the wrong position, the wrong colour, or it's short, it's considered not right. So, and I guess this is one of the highlights of, or one of the things I'd highlight, because we're all different, and if we judged everyone by how we looked, no one would ever be right. So that's one of the issues I have with breeding, is that this disposal method of like, you're not good enough if you don't have the right shape, colour, fit. Yeah.
Well, that's why I want males. I don't believe in breeding either.
Yeah, he's super cute. He's really not wanting to be handled, and the way I'm handling him, I've actually got my hand, see where my hand is there? That's so he doesn't go backwards, because he does want to run backwards on you.
Yes.
So a big part of learning to nurture this fellow is actually how you hold him. And you can see I've got his front paws on my front hand, the back one's on the ground. The reason for that is he can move around, he can look, but if he moves to go forward, I can lift like that, so he cannot run. I know, and he knows. And that's why he's partly complaining right now. Yes, in cuddle sacks to nurse them. Fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. But here I have to look at him. So this just tells me a little bit about his, how settled he is with hands. So this is the first way to try and handle piggies, when they're outside of a cuddle sack.
Yeah.
How long have you had them? A month?
Since September.
September, okay. So, I know, I just want to look at your boy areas.
He's a baby.
He's a boy. He is a relative baby. Yes, I know. Look at your little boy bits down here.
So that
and
is
he's
a
well
boy
developed. Oh yeah, these are his testes. That's his little penis there. Comes out there. And your little claws do need a bit of a cut.
About that. I see that gland business, and I didn't know if they had the
What
gland
to do?
issue, and
Okay.
Yeah.
No, they don't. So I'll show you. We'll do a quick little clean with him, which is easy enough to do. Smelly business. You don't need to do it all the time.
Okay.
And in fact, we don't even really need to do it with him. And the reason, I'll probably let you look at the videos, come back in a couple of months when he's a bit more developed.
Yeah.
But the reason is, when you tip them up like this, you hold them hand under the bottom and against you, so he's well supported. You can see down there. Impaction, you can feel it here. It's a great big lump. There's no lump.
Okay, great.
It's the end of his spine curls around. You can follow his spine. It curls around. There's no lump there. It's all soft and lovely. The other thing is, going up through here, from the start of where his little boy bits, his penis pokes out, right up through here is smooth. There's no lump there, which tells me nothing is stuck there.
Okay, great.
So we don't need to do any more with him.
Yeah.
So he's actually happy. He's looking after himself, and we don't want him to be dependent on us for that. Does that make sense?
And is it fine for his breed to have that gap of hairlessness behind his ears?
Yes, absolutely. So all guinea pigs have a gap of hair, and some of them are more obvious on some piggies than on others. His is actually very small by comparison. We see some that are almost the same shape as the ear.
Okay.
So that's completely normal. And when we put Ivermec, are you using Ivermectin or Revolution?
I don't know which one. I bought one from her, and I'm doing the drop every 3 months.
Okay,
behind
that's
the ear.
Ivermec. Okay. Okay, we're going to wipe your ears out, little guy. I know, you're complaining.
I asked you when you were doing the other lady, and I thought, not with
Yeah,
Buddy.
we can do that. Like, I can clip their nails like this, hold, clip, turn, clip, foot up, but people always come to say they can't do it, or they have accidents and they cut the end of a foot off, like end of a little digit. That's like cutting the end of your finger off. It's really painful. Yeah, so All
I'd
right.
rather be safe than sorry with someone who knows what they're doing than me trying to do something.
Well, they also learn to be frightened of it. So what I'm doing, I'm just wrapping him up here like this. Sausage wrap him
I
up.
told you, he's very...
He's
weird.
fine.
He's very
He's in there.
friendly. Like when he's in the cage, he comes
There
up
you
to
go.
us and I can put my hand in. He doesn't run away.
Okay.
But
All right. Can I get you to stop just for a minute?
So you can do
Because
Yep.
in the 5-step process, one of the things is quiet. Okay. Even talking, if they're nervous guinea pigs, it can make them panic. So you need to have a towel, a tea towel, or a pillowcase is perfect. And you need to have a thicker wrap, which is a V-shaped wrap. We've got a video on how to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need the right tools. Choose the tool you're going to use. And we've got some of those here, or you can use your own. But choose a tool, and then you're going to pop him into the V-shape like this, where he's calm and quiet. And then one paw at a time, like this. He's actually hiding away in there, which is perfectly fine. I can now attend to this paw. I can take my time, and I'm actually going to stop talking just so I can do it quietly for him while he remains calm, and then get it done. That's it. Oh, the other trick is to squeeze first. Or it's probably the most important. Squeeze before you cut. Little black nails like this, squeezing. See how I can move his digit because I'm squeezing? I can cut. He will pull back if I'm squeezing an area that's got flesh and blood flow to it. See? He's not moving. I can cut. That's how you do it. And it's this simple. So anybody can do this. But you need those 5 things. Towel, V-shape, quiet, clipper, squeeze before you cut. 5 things, 5 steps. We've taught this for forever, haven't we, little one? Yay. And see? Now, the advantage of this little soft cloth, I can hide his little eyes. His nose is right here. He's breathing happily. But when you hide his eyes, he feels a bit like an ostrich. He's hiding, so it's not happening. And I can then be really careful with these little dark nails. So squeezing first, that's it. Getting exactly where I want. Squeezing, squeezing, checking each time, like so, and keeping the volume down, because they just don't, like noises are reactive to them. So there, okay. Look at that, you've even got these poking out. It was a bad wrapper, wasn't I?
What we'd love to do is see you in a month or 2 months for health checks. And that's it. Now with the food for the little one, if you email in, she'll send you a food fact sheet. Because you've got to introduce vegetables slowly. So, and this one, actually, no, they both should still be having high calcium food because they're both still growing.
Better? Too close, is it? Do it there. There we go. That easy. He's nice and calm because he's like, what happened? And he's had a really good experience. Hello. He's like, well, that was interesting. Now, the next thing we'll do is wipe out his ears because he's got a little bit of grime that's there. So I'm just using, this is water with Maliceb, and you can get that product anywhere over the counter. I'd recommend you get some.
Can I just take a photo?
Yeah, absolutely, you can. And I'm just wiping his ears out because it's actually for animals. And they have it, people say, oh, it's for cats and dogs. Yes, it is. But we've used it for, 20 years for guinea pigs. And one of the reasons they don't label it with that is because to actually enable that labeling, they've got to do a whole testing process on that animal. And it costs the company a lot of money, which is why a lot of the products are for animals like horses or for cats and dogs.
He needed his ears done.
Yeah.
My mum used to do the cats and dogs.
Yeah. He's like, what are you doing to my ear?
But my mum's now got dementia in a nursing home. She used to work for animal welfare.
Oh,
so
okay.
I
Yeah.
can't get her expertise anymore.
Yeah. It's okay. You can come here for the health checks. I know. I'm just wiping them out. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
We knew he'd do that.
That's okay.
Watch the lady's tripod.
That's okay. So we just keep things really quiet and calm while we do it. That's it, because it's not going to hurt. We're just wiping it out. And you'll notice the dark colour of it, which is to do more with the colour of his skin.
Oh, okay.
But this flakiness, see the flaky chunks? That is more related to almost fungal starting.
Okay.
So when we find animals with fungal, we get big outbursts of that that's really hard encased because the ear area is really moist and fungal thrives in moisture.
Yes,
so
that's correct, yeah.
that's why if we don't wipe these little ears out often, this is where the problem starts. So we just wipe really carefully. We've got videos to show you how to do that are just as easy. And you can see he's like putty in my hands, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's like, this is great.
You wait till you get home.
You think so?
He says, you go to do it. And
He's
I'm gonna chuck
adorable. He's adorable. So there we
him in. I
go.
think it's because you're so used to them. You don't get. He doesn't feel your your anxiety or agitation. So
They do pick up a lot, but a lot of it is all around how you're holding them and how you're treated. Like he's no hands. Like I wouldn't trust him. I could be there in a second. But my point is that when they're handled really well and you can see and read them well, you know they're okay. So he was just starting to look around, so I give him a little pat to reassure him he's okay. Now, he's also thinking out there is different, like I'm hiding. That's how he thinks he is, he's hiding. But the positioning of these cloths is actually removing visual space from here back because they have a really big wide area to see. So when we do this, and it's not by coincidence I've got this here, it's simply because I've shut down some of his visual space. And if we were to be at his height and see forward, he can't see over this. He's in there, he's hiding. So he thinks he's not being noticed.
yes,
But I know he's there.
Yes.
So that's why he's more secure. And with prey-based animals, they will always look at what is the bigger risk, what is the situation for me. Now, where they feel complete, you see these animals, guinea pigs that are, like I've got my own on lots of videos, and they'll just sit there and they're used to it because their environment, they've never had to really return to being a true prey-based animal. They're just used to chilling. They're used to it. But with these, we have to introduce that slowly to them, and they soon learn, oh, when you cuddle me, you're going to give me a little treat, and you're really nice, and you look after me, and I like that. They will then lessen that fear aspect of their prey background. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Yeah, so that's why he's sitting there like that, and voila, it's time for you to hop out. Little guy.
They're climbing on you.
Oh. There we go. So he's like, I was enjoying that. I was really enjoying it. Here we go. Who's taking him?
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. Yeah,
Are you not used to holding him?
No, we're not.
Okay, stop.
That's all right.
Okay, stop.
That's
I'm going to
okay.
show you
I'll put
something.
it
No,
back
I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
Okay. The way I'm holding him with all guinea pigs, they do not like. This is just a picking up exercise.
Okay.
They don't like hands over the top. They do not like this. And the problem with that is that they're terrified. And if you think about it as a prey-based animal, it's like something's going to get me.
Yeah.
So when we pat them, we're saying it's okay. And then our hands slip around underneath
Okay.
and lift their bottom up
Okay.
and keep them safe and secure with us.
Okay.
Now, when they're sitting with us,
Yeah.
you can see him sitting just here with me. I'll put him down lower so he can be seen. But he's just happy to sit because he's like looking around. Where's safest? I'm safe. He's got his paws on a flat surface. He feels safe. Yeah. So try and practice carrying them like that when you do so. So under their tummy, under their front. I'll put his bottom in there. There you go. And then you'll find that picking him up, he's not going to weak as much because he wants that. But that over thing is like, I'm going to get you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you've got to change that little bit. That's okay, that will help. All right, where's number 2?
This is Mr. Heidi all the time.
Mr. Heidi all the time.
Bear.
Hello, Bear. Hi, always frightened. This is Bear. Let's leave Bear in there to have a look. So,
He says, where's Bear gone? He's looking
Yeah.
for Bear. He always
Now-
looks for Bear.
but this is a really good behavioural thing for people to see. He's got very young eyes, so he's terrified. He's absolutely terrified, yeah.
He wasn't like that. The
Hello.
first day we brought him
Hello,
home,
everyone. It's
he
okay.
came to the front
That's
of the
okay.
cage and would let us touch him and everything.
Yeah.
he's developed the I don't like
It's okay.
him.
It's all right. It's all right. He's very frightened.
Yeah, very frightened.
We're just going to be real quiet. It's all
He
right.
lives in
Marcel.
the
We're just going to
Eagles.
give him quiet. Hello. Really? I'd put this boy at about a year, maybe a year and a couple of months. That's it. The other little fellow, I'd put him more at 7 months to 8 months. There is 6 months difference between them. When we look at ages, we look at size. Now, size is a genetic thing. So we're going to get some guinea pigs that are larger, some that aren't. But one of the areas we look at here are boy bits. Now, this little fellow is quite well developed. The other little one is still developing.
Okay.
So there's a bit more
I
development
think that's
in
why I
that.
thought he had that gland problem.
Oh, okay, no.
It's
No.
just he's got big
Yeah,
testicles.
that's it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's just him.
Good
Yeah.
boy there.
He's a perfect boy. He's perfectly fine. So he has no gland issues. They have a scent gland, which is around here at the back.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hold him up rather than actually show him, but it's above here in the coat. So it's right there. He has no discharge or waxiness or anything that's standing out as unclean, or they can get a little bit of sticky there.
Yeah.
But when we bath them, we do it with Malaseb, wash that off. That's it. We
Oh,
don't
okay.
do anything else
Okay.
other than just if it's a bit waxy, just it's like shampoo and waxy hair. That's it.
Okay.
So
I think I saw someone use coconut oil.
no, because coconut oil softens things that are hard in
Yes.
terms of fungal, but when you've actually got a gland down there, it's
Yeah.
waxy,
Yeah.
and you add oil into it, you end up with oil and wax.
Supposedly it was all stuff.
Yeah, and
That's
then
why
I
the
end.
lady
Well,
did
we
it.
get these people coming in that have got like they're oily from here here to here.
Right.
It's like that doesn't just get something that will just
like
cut
that.
through it and
Okay.
remove it. So he's very nervous about being touched. So when I touch him, you have to land your hand very slowly so he can feel that. Because if I suddenly do that, he's very reactive to it.
Okay.
So this little piggy, the reason we were quiet a minute ago is because he had enough actually to deal with me handling him. And now that I'm talking, he's used to the handling bit. He's now getting used to the sound bit. So it's all adaptive. And
Getting
that's, yeah, it is. A lot of it is going on with that. But yeah, he's very frightened. He's looking around. When guinea pigs are completely terrified, you'll see the white of their eye right around the edge. The outside edge will start. So when that happens, you just want to, again, just tuck them away. It's okay. It's all right. Just tuck away. You know, hide them away so they can feel a bit more secure. Like this. See? There. Tuck them away.
That's
and
why
then they feel a
one
little
thing
bit more
about him,
secure.
though, because
Yeah.
he is like that. He'll jump straight in the thing for us to take.
Yeah,
him
because
out
he
so we
wants
can
to
clean the
hide
cage.
straight
Yeah,
away.
that's the
He's
one
used
that-
to hiding.
This one will go chase around. The
Yeah,
cage.
no, this one is hiding. He's hiding all the time. But they're both in lovely condition. They're both, you know, their coats are really good.
Okay.
Find out and confirm if it's the Ivermectin, but you need to repeat a week later. So you do it
Okay.
once, you must do it again 7 days later, and that's because of an egg cycle. So
Okay.
ivermectin will kill any parasites, but the egg cycle, if there happens to be more of that activity, then it won't stop it.
Okay.
So just
Also,
repeat 1 week
I,
later.
Like I said,
That's
I don't
it.
know if it's
Stay
just
there.
her homemade label on it. So
Yeah.
I don't know really what brand it may be.
No, they don't. You don't make a homemade brand of Ivermec. It's a purchased
No, I
item.
think she may have
Made her
bulk
own thing.
and then put them into little.
Oh yeah, yeah. Put them
like
into vials for
these
sure.
ones,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's what they do.
But I
Yeah.
don't know which.
Yeah.
If she's actually wrote what each actually one it is on there.
But yeah, well, it'll be Ivermec. She's written it and created it. Okay, come here. It's all right. You hide. You hide there. Just hide there.
shelter.
Yeah, we have about 150 still. We have so many.
That was her first time on the That's good, isn't it? That's yummy. Oh, there's piggies in the shelter.
He'll be like, what are you doing to my ears? Oh, better? Well done. Oh, really? Crying. I was thinking you were brave. I could hear some yelling or something. I don't know. Oh, good grief.
Yeah,
She's
it's a bit yucky, isn't it?
yeah. But yeah, a little doggy had a really bad, what set it off was a terrible grooming session when she was 6 months of age. And yeah, they had, it was her very first one. When I arrived to pick her up, there were 6 people working or so in there. They all came to the counter and they're looking at me and they're looking at her. And I said, how'd it go? And they said, oh, fine. And I think they'd quoted $60. They said, oh, it'll be $90. And I said, oh, well, okay, what's wrong? And they said, oh, we had to do scissor cut too. Scissor cut was much better. I said, oh, okay, that's fine. Like, so I took her home, but I was thinking on the way home, she was lopsided on her bottom area. It was sort of, and I thought, gee, for someone who actually did, you know, a better job, she's still very lopsided. But after that day, if you even lifted out a grooming tool of any kind, she would have your hand. Wow. She was terrified, absolutely, and she is. And so the vet who deals with it, we tried a groomer who does one-on-one grooming so that she could have the best, and we tried it with me there because she's fine with me. She will not have me do it though unless it's just on the body and the back, her tummy. She will not let the bridge of her nose be touched, and she won't let her paws, the end of her paws, so every 6 months or so she has to be sedated and be done. Which, you know, you just wish you could explain it to her.
Jumpy. He looks like he's enjoying that actually.
Yeah, he will do.
Looks like he likes it, but he didn't like it. But he likes his ears being done.
Yeah.
He likes his nails being done.
Yeah.
Not his ears though.
Yeah, they get used to it, and it really does. They do like it.
How often the ears need to be done?
When you cut their nails. So around every 6 to 8 weeks you do their nails.
Oh, okay.
So just do their ears at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. You can always book in here.
Just have a go.
Yeah, just, and look, we've made all the videos for you to follow with that.
We'll do the table. We'll
Yep.
put them on a table instead of
And
trying to do it.
I mean, you'll be able to go and see him live on YouTube today and watch it all over again. But, you know, they're all there to help you. So, but yeah, he's super cute. Bear, you're lovely. He's pretending it's not happening. I'm sure in his head it's going, it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening. It's happened, it's okay. Would you like to try this?
No,
someone
he
else
actually
has
doesn't eat
munched
from
on
the
that.
hand.
Oh, he ate in my hand a little while ago. Do you want some? Some of this? Want some of that? Hey.
He doesn't eat from the hand,
But
but he eats.
what I would do, see, is this. There, try that. Literally shutting down that visual space
I
again.
don't think I'm allowed to eat
Yeah,
that, he says.
just shut down that visual space again, and then see. There's too much going on for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, right
It's
now.
like that anyway. He
Little
usually
fella.
grabs his carrot and runs into his igloo or his cucumber and runs.
Yeah, he needs lots of handling. So picking them up, how do you go with that?
We put them in the...
Yeah, in the things and then just.
Yeah, I
take
pick them up from the basket to put them back in their cage when I've finished.